Lap time challenges in GT7 are usually a lot of fun, and this new lap time challenge in Interlagos, Brazil is no different. F1 is racing there this weekend, so I think Polyphony wanted to include Interlagos for this new time trial. We are, however, racing in a street car and not an F1 car. No reason to be sad though, because they mounted some sports hard tires underneath to be sure the grip levels provide for some awesome drifting and power sliding. If you want to get a reasonable lap time though, to earn those 2 million credits, I think that is not the recommended way. Although for some corners it actually works to throw the car around a little bit. Well, let's jump in the Skyline for a lap around Interlagos in Brazil. Starting your time trial laps is always important, especially at Interlagos with this long back straight. Building up speed coming out of the last corner, we are going to look out for our first brake marker into turn 1. And the first brake marker is actually the 100 board, but in this case just before it. I would say start braking at around 125, 120 meters and build up the braking marker as you build up more confidence. And start turning in at the overpass and trail brake into the first left apex. Use a downshift for rotation if needed and short shift back up to third before going into the right-hander for extra stability. It's full power after this right curb, but make sure to keep your left tires on the curb on the right. This way you will make sure you will not get a track limit penalty, but you can actually take a big chunk out of the curb. Make sure you utilize the full width of the track coming out of the Senna S's. The next brake marker is the end of the fence at the right, again around 125 meters. Shift down to third gear, maybe second if you need the extra rotation, and try to get a really tight angle into the corner. Really try to point the front of the car towards the apex and out of the corner to the right, and in this case it helps if there's a little sliding to sharpen this angle. This way your exit is nice and smooth and you can focus on the next two corners. The next brake marker is right in between the 150 board, and downshift just before or at this apex and get back on the power before this second apex. Again, use full width of the track, start braking and trail brake into the next apex, go down to second or first for rotation. Same goes for this corner. As you can see, I downshift to first a little bit, short while, short shift back up to second and blast out of the corner. This is also a tricky corner. I sort of mess up the angle because you want to be more tight to the right hand curb in this case, but it's still fairly okay. Just make sure you maintain momentum and speed. Again, for this next corner you really want to hug the curb and stay on the inside and let the car rotate outwards. And for the final crucial corner you want to stay on the right and start braking at around 75 meters. Again, you really want to hug this inside apex, this inside curbstone, short shift back to second for rotation and drift out of the last corner into third. I find this is the most effective way to build up speed and keep the car stable. If you power out the last corner in second gear too quickly and too aggressive, the car will probably start sliding. And for the final part to the finish line, just make sure you stay on the left side to take the shortest line to the finish line. That's basically it. And that's basically also it for this lap time challenge around Interlagos in the Nissan Skyline. As you see me screwing up the next lap. I managed to get a 149 high. I think with a little bit more effort I could probably get into the 149 lows or maybe even the 148 highs. But this time is already good enough for the gold medal, and this lap time challenge guide should help you in getting that reasonable lap time as well. These lap time challenge videos usually perform reasonably well on my channel, but I also see that The last few videos were mostly watched by people who are not subscribed to the channel. So if you are one of those not subscribed members and you find these videos helpful, check out this playlist with more lap guides and subscribe to the channel for more of these lap time challenges in the future. And I obviously hope to see you in the next video.